Hey everyone, I'm Jennifer Dick, and you're currently watching Adaptation, the ultimate vlog for film adaptations and the original material they're based on. And every year, lovely viewers, we here at Adaptation venture into the hypothetical for a very special annual vlog that we call Adaptations That We Wish Existed. Basically, each of our hosts picks a book that we feel would translate really well onto the big screen, or the small screen, but hasn't quite made it there yet. Still, we hold out hope. I do believe in fairies. I do. But jumping right into the deep end, Nicole mentioned Corey McCarthy's The Color of Rain, which is described as a dystopian space thriller. The main character, Rain, is so desperate for her and her little brother to get off the bleak Earth city that she bargains for passage onto a spaceship without entirely understanding what she's getting herself into. And did I mention that the captain is not the most upstanding guy? Not a good situation to be in. Now, I haven't actually read this one myself, and I'm not entirely sure that a movie version would be up my alley genre-wise, but Nicole tends to veer a bit more into the mature genres than I would anyway. And if the reviews on this are any indication, she's not the only one. Not to mention, we've seen a few times recently that any movie that's labeled a space thriller is already bound to have some built-in viewers. Now, Doran's selection for her hope for adaptation is Finn Fancied Necromancy by Randy Henderson. In this book, the main character Finn was framed and exiled for 25 years for the crime of dark necromancy, which to me seems a bit redundant, but now that he's free, everything's all hunky-dory again, right? Of course not, because someone out there sure wants to get rid of him again. Brimming with magic and a bit of mystery, not to mention a heavy dose of sarcastic charm, this book is full of characters that are just waiting to be brought to life on screen. And Doran is already ready and eager to dreamcast actors to play them. Seriously, I had a hard time holding her back. Next up is Frances Hardinge's The Lie Tree, which was Jess's choice. This book takes place on a remote island where a reverend archaeologist dies under mysterious circumstances following a deep scandal. His daughter Faith is determined to find out what happened to him, and she discovers that he possessed a very strange and special tree that reveals truth, but only if you feed it lies. So what better way to find out the truth than to spread a few lies herself? This book is haunting and spine-tingling, and I'm honestly a bit bitter that Jess beat me to the punch to recommend it as a movie. Kendall's choice this year is More Happy Than Not by Adam Silvera, which centers around a young man who's trying to re-find his happiness following his father's suicide. He leans on first his girlfriend, then his new friend Thomas, before finally considering a memory alteration procedure to make him literally forget his pain forever. The story is mostly drama, with a touch of sci-fi that definitely puts a twist on the story. And one big reason why this would make an amazing adaptation is because of the POC and LGBT representation, something I think we can all agree that Hollywood still desperately needs. Add to that is the emotions. According to Kendall, she cried a lot in public, which of course makes it perfect for a movie. And finally, my choice. Now, just because I didn't get to suggest The Lie Tree does not mean that my choice is in any way inferior. Gene Ferris's Once Upon a Marigold tells of a pen pal turned romance, starring Christian, who lives with his adopted father, a troll, in a cave in the middle of the forest, and his pen pal Marigold just so happens to be the princess, who lives next door. Now, I picture a movie version of this book along the same lines as The Princess Bride, as in it cannot take itself too seriously. After all, the story itself is part comedy, part love story, part everything but the kitchen sink. And that is literally the tagline on the cover. And with this last contribution, I now leave it up to you viewers to contribute. Let us know what books you'd love to see get made into movies. And who knows, maybe one of us will get lucky. We'd also love it if you'd check out our podcast on iTunes or shoot us a line on any of our other social media as well. We will have yet another vlog for you in another 2 weeks' time, and until then, I do believe in fairies. I do.